have the attendance sheet on the first page.
Okay,
There are two names that are missing, James Wideley, John Kulak, and Chris Gavitt.
okay,
Yeah, I was missing.
On this one.
okay.
I'm missing.
That's important. We need to know who was there, so we'll get that changed up.
Make sure
Page
that
two.
It is.
it in.
You made it.
We'll get that changed.
Yes, I
Not to
think I
worry.
already emailed the transcriber.
All right, thank you.
Make a motion here.
All right,
Let's back up to this a minute. So you're on page 2?
Page two.
All right, you're page 2, right?
yes, page
Okay,
2.
so I was missing, and Nancy's on there, and
On page 2, where it says, your name is not there.
I'm not there.
Where they have the attendance on page further down.
Right, and also professionals is wrong also.
Right. So when you go to page 7, the name is the 6 and 7, all the names are there.
Okay. All right, so we've got changes from Mrs. Amin and a motion. Do we have a second, please?
I move with the changes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm sorry, who's second?
That was Mr. Wadelli.
And who?
Mrs. Amin made the motion.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Widelli?
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney? Mrs. Amin?
Yes?
Mr. Bongiorno?
Yes.
And Chairman Foose.
Yes. All right, next up, we have the Starbucks resolution. Rich, thank you for putting that together, 25 pages of goodness. I had no changes. Anyone else? Comments, changes on Starbucks?
I'm good with
I'll make a motion.
Okay,
No
that-
changes, I went through the whole thing, no
Wonderful.
changes, perfect.
25 pages. Mrs. Amin makes the motion. Do I have a second, please? That was Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Widelli?
Yes.
Mrs. Amin?
Yes?
Mr. Kulak?
Yes.
And Chairman Foose.
Yes. All right, Rich, why don't you take us through our first case that is going to be postponed tonight? 756
So
Harding.
we received some communication with respect to application 25-006, Weight Couch, indicating that they needed some additional time to be able to address some of the information in the fire marshal's report. And I believe we can adjourn that to October 28th.
All right, so anyone that's here for that case, 7 PM, this room, October 28th, no further notice?
No further notices from the applicant.
All right, thank you, Rich. All right, that takes us to 160 Oak Street. Good evening. Hi there. Rich, why don't we just check notice and swear everybody in?
Yes, so I did check the notices. It is in proper form. It was published on August 5th, sent by certified mail on August 8th, so we do have jurisdiction. We're good. Okay. Is Mr. Tobia the only witness?
We'll have two witnesses this evening. My name is Marcia Zaleski. I'm the attorney for the applicant, Mercal LLC. We have two witnesses this evening, Mr. Tobia, our planner, and Mr. Nance, our engineer. Mr. Callow is also a member of the LLC, and he is here this evening in case there's any questions. We're going to start with Mr. Tobia because I think most of his testimony will address the reason for this application. Mercal's intention is to construct a new dwelling on the property to replace the existing dwelling. I use the term dwelling a little loosely because, as you'll see from testimony, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I did. Okay, did you pick up anything, or? All right. Again, my name's Marcia Zaleski. I'm the attorney for the applicant, Mercal LLC. We have two witnesses this evening, Mr. Tobia, our planner, and Mr. Mance, our engineer. A representative of the applicant, Mr. John Callow, who is the member of the LLC, is available for further questions if necessary. So I'd just like to proceed with Mr. Tobia at this time.
Michael, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you'll give to this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, we do.
Thank you. And your full name for the record, please?
Michael Tobia, T-O-B-I-A. Yeah, it's previously qualified as attorney for one of those times, along with the qualifications
Not necessary, we accept you. Good to see you again. Thank you. And there's no wireless mic down there anywhere?
We got everything down here.
All right, good. Feel free to
This is
use.
Suzanne, who gave me a whole tutorial before the meeting started, and I think we're going to be wired up momentarily to a little PowerPoint that I prepared. But as you heard, this
Mike,
is,
why don't you use that wireless mic? I'm getting the sign.
if I do that, so I'm hands-free.
That's perfect, thank you.
This is a simple case, one lot, isolated lot with a very modest home on it right now that we, the applicant, John Callow, behind me on the aisle, wishes to demolish and build a new home on the property. You'll see in a moment what's out there now is one of the most modest homes in Bridgewater. The improvements should be self-evident when we go through our slideshow. It's an R10 zone. Nearly every zoning requirement is met. Okay, lot size, front yard, impervious coverage, building height are all met. FAR is met as well. This is an application, board members, only for side yard setback variances. More on that in a moment. Now let's see. There we go. We do that.
Michael, we're going to mark your presentation, your slide presentation here as A1 with today's date. Okay,
Oh, that's right, and I gave you a copy of that
have a
already.
copy, yes.
Right, so A1 is our only exhibit, at least from me, and let me just. Now, okay, so these are photos, Mr. Oler, August 18th, I shot them all by me, and the exhibit is dated August 26th. 160 Oak Street is the site. Okay, so slide 2 shows the property in all its glory right now, really modest, really neglected, really small home, okay? Uninhabitable now. In fact, my client wouldn't even let me go in the building when I did my site walk. It's really quite a mess. Slide 2, we'll go around to the side elevation. You can see a partial gravel driveway there, a really, really old siding material. I'm not sure what it is, might be asbestos, but we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Slide 4 is the detail on the side. This is the northerly side of the house. There are some homemade dormers over the windows, chimneys in really bad shape, old siding, even got some rat traps on the ground. Slide 5 shows the front porch in a zoom. Looks like a do-it-yourself type of deck that has seen its better days. Slide 6, in a really nice neighborhood with, pretty nice lawns and plant material. The front yard of 160 Oak Street is a mess. No plant material. We understand a neighbor's been nice enough to mow the lawn periodically, but it's not anywhere near as nice as the other homes along the street. Slide 7 shows you a gravel driveway. It's only a partial driveway. Doesn't even connect to Oak Street. It's just more of a pad. You actually have to drive over the lawn to get to the gravel driveway if you were going to park a car. The site has no garage. In the rear yard is an old shed with multiple building materials on it, overgrown lawn, tree stumps in the back, and as modest as the house itself. And here's the house from the back. Almost like a sub-bungalow type of structure. Really small, concrete patio in the back. You can see left and right newer homes that have sprung up in the neighborhood, making the subject property quite a dwarf when it comes to the house. Okay, so we are here, board members, for a very simple variance request. Side yard requirement in the zone is 15 feet. We are asking for 12.5-foot side yards. So we're 2.5 feet light on each side. The combined side yard in the zone requires 40 feet. We are proposing 25, okay? If we applied a 40-foot side yard to a 50-foot lot, we'd end up with a 10-foot wide house. That's the whole nature of the case. The law calls that a hardship and a practical difficulty. That's true. So what we're doing is asking for a relaxation of both side yards in order to create a usable and modern house. More on the house in a minute. The whole neighborhood, with the exception of several lots, is composed of 50-foot lots, just like this site. Several dozen of them. The whole area was zoned for 50-foot lots, cookie cutter style, with a couple of exceptions here and there. Every home on the street, without sending a survey team out there, has,
Can I ask, can I interrupt you? So the house to the left and the right, they're 50-foot lots also?
yes.
Okay, thanks.
And so what we did here on slide 10, and, I'm going to correct myself. The one immediately to our south is a 100-footer.
100.
One to our north is a 50-footer, just like the next four in a row.
Okay.
Nevertheless, the house shown on the left in slide 10 has a 6.4-foot side yard setback. So even on that larger lot, we have a side yard setback that's roughly half of what's proposed by this applicant. When you go to the north side, we have a 2.5-story colonial house. It is 8.8 feet off of its side property line, 8.8, with 12.5 actually proposed by us. This is the standard rhythm throughout the whole neighborhood. You can't build a house on a 50-foot lot without side yard setback variances. Recall what I said before, every other zoning control is met, and our impervious coverage is actually well below what's permitted in the zone. Okay, that's the basics on it. Okay, so now we have up on the monitor site plan. I'm going to zoom in on the site. Okay. Let's see if I can. Here's the lot, 50 by 200, like so many other lots in the neighborhood, 10,000 square foot lot size, which is the minimum lot size in the zone. The house is shown on here. Mr. Mance can talk about it more in a moment, if you like. Each side yard would be 12.5 feet. And you can see with Mr. Mance's survey material and aerial photography, all the other houses in the neighborhood and how close they get to side property lines. It's impossible to meet the R10 control and still build a house on the site. Elevations, Mr. Callow proposes a nice traditional style house, really in keeping with what's in the neighborhood. Board and batten siding material on the front, a stone water table, paneled doors, double hung windows. I think we got 12 on 12 front facing gable, and siding on the sides, double hungs all around the property, all around the building. Nice and traditional. Mr. Callow tells me he's built 15, 20 homes in Bridgewater over the years, town resident, and very experienced in this field. Floor plans show a 4-bedroom house. We are on slide 13. 4 bedrooms up, 2 baths up. Downstairs, a great room off the back, small home office, sorry about that, and a 2-bay garage. The applicant is not trying to overbuild on this lot. If you look at those bedrooms, they're all basically 11 to 12 feet wide and deep in their dimensioning. Okay, the 3 back bedrooms. It's a modestly sized house. It comes in at about 2,497 square feet. There is a basement proposed. It is proposed to be unfinished. It has not been included in our calculations for floor area. And we will, if you like, accept a condition that says we'll provide you with a basement plan demonstrating that it's unfinished. The garage on the left side of this exhibit, slide 13, has not been included in our floor area calculations consistent with your zoning ordinance. So let me, that's A1. I think I'll just go back to the site plan, the variance plan for a second. Our proofs are simple. This is what we call in the planning community a C1A hardship case, which says the shape of the property makes it impossible to achieve zoning compliance. And if you strictly enforced your ordinance with respect to side yards, we wouldn't be able to build any useful house on the site. Under the statute, that is called an undue hardship and a practical difficulty. So instead of having an undue hardship and a practical difficulty, we ask the board for approval of only these side yard setback variances, recognizing every other control in R10 is met. When the vast majority of the neighborhood is also on 50-foot lots with many, many, many side yard deficiencies, it's impossible to conclude that the granting of this variance would be a detriment to anybody. The whole neighborhood looks basically like what we're proposing here. In fact, our flanking properties, as I shared, have much smaller side yards than what we are proposing. Goes without saying, the site is an eyesore. It's a blight on the neighborhood. It's a blight. Just removing it alone would seem to warrant the granting of many more variances if we were asking for them. So the other way you can grant a variance is what we call C2. The benefits outweigh the detriments. The answer here is absolutely yes, right? Time to fix up this property. For these reasons, we meet goals A, C, G, I, and M of your municipal land use law, most notably that it's much more efficient use of land and it promotes a desirable visual environment. Are we overbuilding the site? No, we're not. 35% is the permitted coverage level. What you're seeing on the slide right now is only a 21% proposed level of coverage, 14 percentage points below what's permitted. I think that's the case. I'll take any questions, Mr. Chairman, if you have it.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Tobia.
one question.
Please.
On this plan that you had, the variance plan, the new house extends all the way back towards the shed. The shed is going to stay, or is it going to be?
Everything on the site's going. So the shed will be removed. 3 trees are coming down. And Mr. Callow is starting over. You know, nice, new, clean house.
So it will be slightly moved. It will be moved so the new building does not interfere with the location of the shed.
I can't hear that, so I'm sorry.
So the question is that, the shed will be moved to allow the new building to be placed in there. Yeah.
We're not moving it, we are
The
demolishing.
existing shed will be moved, and it will remain.
Moved right into a dumpster.
It will remain, though, on the side, yeah.
No, it will not remain.
Gone. Okay. The other question I had was, your basement is 9 feet high. Is that going to be finished or anything, or no?
It will not be finished. It's an 8-foot-high basement, 12 blocks, 12 cinder blocks going up, and it will not be finished.
Okay.
Any other board questions?
Did I hear you correctly that it's uninhabited at the time?
Yes,
Do you know how long it's been uninhabited?
October.
Okay, so fairly recent. How old is this house? Do you know?
Records estimate it was built in around 1940.
Okay. And the only other question I had was you mentioned that the siding may be asbestos. Has any testing been done for that? Yes? Did I?
I'll answer.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a plan in place for appropriate removal of the asbestos?
We will do everything everything right, we'll get our building permits and probably have a cleanup crew come out to remove the siding.
Okay.
And you're reminding me, if I may, Mr. Chairman, the building department told our applicant if they would save one wall of this building, they could build without a variance. You know the rule. They could, if they saved both side walls, we could have come in here and built without a variance. And there's just no way to save these walls. Like, you don't, this is unsuitable for firewood, okay? So rather than do that and achieve technical compliance, he's trying to do things the right way. Okay?
Yep, thank you.
I just have one question for you. On the plans, it shows for what appear to be just simple steps out the back, I'm guessing patio door. If you were to propose a deck for that, that shouldn't affect the coverage that you're proposing. And is that something that is planned, but you just didn't want to show it? Or are you waiting for a client, or not sure what?
Most of these homes are built with optional decks. This does not show a deck now. And as I told you, we have 14 percentage points to play with, so there's a lot of room if the eventual buyer wanted a deck.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
City water and sewer?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Professionals, good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Unfortunately, the board had asked a lot of the questions that were in my review or in my mind, and Mr. Tobia did a wonderful job, I think, of addressing what was in the joint engineering and planning review memo. The only thing I will say is I would recommend that the board agree to that, or ask that condition to include the basement plan being closed so it can be part of the compliance file if this board does act favorably on it. So we have that basement plan in place. I think that would be helpful to have for the file. Other than that, I think everything was answered that was in the review. Mr. Burr is not here this evening, and there are just a few stormwater items. I don't know if Mr. Tobia touched on them. I don't know if Mr. Mance is going to touch on them, but
No, they're important, and we just want to make sure that any stormwater management that is done it complies with Mr. Burr's review.
The answer is yes, we'll comply with the conditions in the report.
Great.
thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, Matt, please.
What about landscaping and the grass and that stuff?
So everything there now is going, and we'll be adding landscaping. Again, plant material on sites like this is usually some basic plant material is added by the applicant, and then usually the eventual homeowner will come in and do what they want. We will have lawn put down, and it's going to be a good-looking property when it's done.
Thank you.
Sorry, I have just one more thing. Mr. Bongiorno brought something to mind for me from the memo. There are a number of trees shown on the survey, some of them kind of close to where development is proposed. Are any of the trees being preserved?
The joke before the meeting was we're only taking away tree stumps, okay, not trees. I was corrected by Mr. Mance, who said 3 trees are coming down,
Okay.
okay? And then everything else stays.
Are you aware of which trees those are? Are they the ones that are pretty much covered up by the development?
We can have Mr. Mance come up.
I think that would be helpful.
Well, let's finish this witness up. That members of the public that have questions on Mr. Tobia's planning testimony, now's the time to come up front. See none. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to see everyone again. Oh, Suzanne. Yes, please. Got it. Okay. You want me to zoom in? You'll see it up on the monitor in a second. Are you all seeing this on your monitor?
Yes. So, Mr. Mance, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you will give to this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And your full name for the
My
record?
name is James J. Mance, M-A-N-T-Z.
Thank you.
professional engineer and land surveyor in the state of New Jersey. You can see my PD in 1982, my LS in 1992. I've testified before this board quite a bit, although not recently. My most recent testimony was in Warren Township, and before that in Hopewell Township in Mercer County.
And you live in Bridgewater?
I live on Brum Avenue. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome back, sir. Thank you.
I'm familiar with the neighborhood.
Great.
I think that the planner gave a really good explanation of what the site is and so forth. And I'd almost just like to go through the review letters and answer any questions that may come up. On the screen is my site plan. I'm not sure how, I'm old school. I brought paper with me, but I'm going to try to use the video here. How do I make it even bigger? Okay. The pictures that are, as far as trees are concerned, there was an existing tree right in front of the dwelling, the existing dwelling. Apparently that has been taken down. There was a maple tree on the north side of the dwelling, and there's was a maple tree, I'm not sure if it's still there, near the south side of the proposed dwelling. So those trees will come down. From a drainage point of view, almost everything on this site drains in a south-southwesterly direction. What I propose to do is to raise up the house. You saw from the existing pictures that the existing house sits fairly low to the ground. We're going to raise up the house about 2 feet out of the ground. The driveway then will drain toward the street, so that runoff will not then travel to the back of the property. The increase in the impervious area is only 94 square feet, and in my opinion, that's just a minimal amount of increase, so I don't believe that there's any stormwater management required. I did address, on the plan the comments in Mr. Burr's letter as far specifically on page 5 of 7, talking about the runoff. He had comments of the four items. The drainage of any adjacent area is not to be adversely affected, and I put comments on the plan to that effect, and as per my testimony, the 94 square feet additional will not affect runoff on adjoining properties. The natural pattern drainage of the area shall not be significantly altered. What we're going to do is drain the roof leaders to the ground, and then the water's going to run to the rear of the property. That's in accordance with the DEP BMP methods of controlling runoff. The water goes across the lawn and is allowed to seep into the ground as much as possible. Soil erosion after and during the development is increased over natural rate. We will have soil erosion control fence in place. We'll have a stone tracking pad in place, so we won't have any adverse soil erosion, and any downstream areas subject to increase in flooding or erosion. And again, we're not going to increase the runoff to the rear of the property or have significant or any erosion to the rear of the property. So that, I believe, addresses the bulk of the engineering items that were in the letter.
Runoff, will it be better or worse after the proposed home is built?
Equal.
The same?
Yes.
Thank you.
Just going through the review letter to page 4 of 7, there were several comments as far as was a basement proposed. The plan does show the elevations of the first floor, garage floor, and basement on the plan, and it is an 8-foot basement, so we're proposing that. There's a comment about the floor area ratio may not have been correctly calculated, but in fact it was. The garage was taken out of the floor area ratio calculation, so that we are proposing 2497 square feet of floor area, so we meet the 25% allowable. And I believe that is pretty much the. Yes, the sewer utility memo, we're going to try to reuse the lateral if we can. They want it TV'd and they want a detail of the clean out, so I'll put that on the plan.
I have a question on the basement. You said that it was going to be 8 feet,
Yes,
but you're going to have 12 levels of block?
we're going to have three levels of block showing, then you have your sill, and then you have your first floor.
You start, how much is going to be below the surface? How many blocks? The foundation?
It's going to be approximately 9 blocks below.
So 9 blocks below the basement floor?
No, below
First
grade.
floor.
Below grade.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, any other board questions for Mr. Mance?
Yeah, a couple questions. The basement, when you dig for your foundation here, I guess your finished floor of the basement's about 7 feet below. You probably have to go about 8.5, 9 feet. Property line's within 12 feet, and the closest adjacent home is 6 feet, so maybe it would be about 18 feet from an adjacent home. Are you concerned in any way that the excavation for the foundation could compromise the foundation? Okay.
Knowing the soils in that area, you're going to hit shale down at about 3 feet and on down, and then, that's solid material that won't cause any problems with the adjoining properties.
Okay, and then my last question is, and I was mentioned a couple times, but you are raising the home 2 feet. Looking south of the home here, you said the drainage was southwest. Will there be any swale that'll be positioned on this property to divert any of the runoff towards the street?
No, the runoff, the only runoff toward the street will be from the driveway. The remaining amount of runoff will be alongside of the house, parallel with the house to the rear of the property. And that's what it does now.
Right. So the residence I'm just concerned with is block 153, lot 13, the one right directly south. Would any of this runoff kind of flow towards their foundation and, potentially cause drainage issues for their basement?
No, because the water tends to, you can see by the topography, the water tends to go to the rear of the property and then make almost a bend southerly, so it goes along the rear of the properties.
Okay, so that contour 92 around that home will remain untouched. And I do see a 92 and a 92 contour. So there kind of would be a natural swale that would bring the water to the rear of the property.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What else for Mr. Mance? Board professionals.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just back to the trees, if they are removing trees, there is a tree replacement requirement for anything that is 8 inches non-deciduous, 12 inches deciduous. So any of those trees that are coming down, I would just make it a condition that those be replaced.
Definitely, those are some large trees, especially in the backyard.
Yeah, and just to clarify, did you say that the oak tree along Oak Street is down, the 32-inch oak is?
That's to remain.
It still remains, okay, good, because otherwise, I think that nullifies the need for a street tree because the lot is only 50 feet wide and it's right on the property line with the adjoining property. So they probably don't need any street trees, but they do need to replace the trees on site that are being removed.
All right. Again, we're going to stipulate that Mr. Burr is going to review any wastewater or stormwater management that's on the site He's just going to review the plan in general, so you'll be prepared if he has comments to make changes.
I'm sorry, my hearing's not so good.
Yeah, Mr. Burr is going to review your plan on stormwater, and if there's any changes needed, you're going to stipulate that you're going to make those changes?
Yes.
Great.
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, members of the public, questions for Mr. Mans on his engineering testimony? All right, seeing none, thank you, sir. All right, did you have one more witness, or we're wrapped up?
No, that was it. We had Mr. Powell here.
Gotcha. All right, very good. So it's going to be last call for members of the public that would like to speak for or against this case. Seeing none, we're going to open up deliberations. Rich, why don't you just take us real quick through? Blasting was an issue. You stipulate to no blasting. I can't imagine that's going to be, yeah. Just wanted to make sure Mr. Vesio had concerns of the neighbors, wanted to make sure that was addressed. Great, thank you very much. All right, Rich.
Okay, so as we heard, it's just a side yard and a combined side yard variance. Conditions, if there's an approval with respect to the application, were only to provide the architectural basement plan as part of your plan, so we had that on file. No blasting and digging your foundation, and comply with the tree replacement ordinance and the review letters. Right?
You good with those conditions? All right, thank you. All right, Jim, your thoughts, please.
It's actually pretty simple. The house needs to be replaced. You did a nice presentation as usual to the board. It fits right in there. I'm all for it.
Thanks. Mr. Vesio, your thoughts, please.
Totally for this application. I think the home fits well into the neighborhood. Just looking at kind of sort of Google Earth views here, and really all the homes are really close to the property line, so really no difference to what's out there existing. I mean, this is a big improvement for the neighborhood and certainly a hardship, so I think it checks off many boxes here.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sweeney.
I'm in favor of approving the application, and I'll just note very quickly that it's, in my perspective, an undue hardship, since it's literally impossible to build any kind of useful house and meet the side yard requirements. So, again, no detriment to anybody, undue hardship. I will vote to approve.
Thank you. Mrs. Amin.
Yeah, it's a simple application with a small variance, side yard joints. So I'm in favor of approving it.
Thank you. Mr. Bongiorno.
I'm in favor of the applicants. Easy presentation, very small variances. I would vote in favor.
I am sympathetic to the hardship, so I fully understand that. Overall, we're under FAR, so that's, great to know. And it's just an improvement to the neighborhood, so I will be in favor.
Yeah, I would agree with the other members of the board, and I would certainly support the application. I would add that, having visited the property today, the question is how quickly can you build it? But yes, I would support it.
Thank you.
I would also support it. The current structure is made with unsafe materials, so that's going to be taken out. The one variance here is quite literally only a few inches longer than my 10-month-old, so it's barely asking for anything. I think it'll be an improvement to the neighborhood. I'm supportive.
I too am in support, and Mr. Tobia, I think your C1 and C2 proofs were very solid. I think it's going to be a great improvement for the neighborhood. I wish you the best of luck. Be careful with the asbestos. And with that, look to the board for a motion, please.
I move.
All right, Mr. Wiley, second with Mr. Bongiorno. Maria, if we could have a vote, please.
Mr. Whiteley,
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney,
Yes.
Mrs. Amin,
Yes.
Mr. Bongiorno,
Yes.
Mr. Seacat,
Yes.
and Mr. Kulak,
Yes.
and Chairman Foose.
Yes. Good luck with construction. All right. All right, for the board, our next meeting is going to be September 9th, if I have that correct.
Yes.
September 9th should be a quick meeting. Right now, we have nothing else scheduled. Is that correct? We have just a quick vote to extend an approval.
Rockland APV application should be on.
Oh, that is going to happen.
That should be, I think.
Okay.
They've been carried twice now. 3 times now.
I understand the Somerville Fire Marshal has issues.
Yes, I don't believe, did we receive an adjournment from them?
Okay, so APV, and then we have a vote on an extension?
An extension for a residential application, and that's our only meeting in September.
Okay, wonderful. All right, September 9th, 7 PM, this room. Motion to adjourn, please. Move. All right, Mr. Wiley, Mr. Bongiorno. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Early night.
Keep it moving quick.